All right, Coach, nice win. You're moving on to the district tournament. How good does it feel to still be playing?
It's great. Nothing better. We played well, executed the scouting report really well. We had a really good practice last night to work on a few things I thought could carry over from tonight's game. Some small ball stuff, taking bases, putting bunts down, and in the long run, I think that's what the difference in the game was. So I'm very happy the way they turned the scouting report into what it needed to be tonight.
Yeah, the base running is what stood out to me. That was able to get you at least one run there in the first and really put pressure on them.
Yeah, we got them uncomfortable, and that's the key. Some teams don't put a lot of pressure on, makes your pitching and your catching, and everybody can relax a little bit. And we don't want anybody to relax. I was very happy. We've had some suspect base running at times this year, but tonight we were really aggressive, and we weren't aggressive to a fault. We talk about aggressive and stupid don't have to be the same thing, and I thought we executed the aggressive part of it well.
You bunted pretty darn well too. I think both teams actually got it down pretty well.
Yeah, I thought we were looking to bunt a little bit more than we actually did, believe it or not. We thought we could maybe bunt for hits to lead off some innings, but their third baseman played in a little more tonight than we had seen and we had heard. So that took that out a little bit, but if they watched us play the other night, it would make sense. If they had a scouting report on us during the season. So sometimes you have to adjust in game, and I thought we did a good job getting the bunts down, and we didn't hit any right back to the pitcher and get any double plays or anything like that. So very happy with the small ball and the base running for sure.
You drew, I think it was 11 free passes with 7 walks and 4 hit batters. Did you kind of think you might need to be patient, or is that just kind of the way it played out?
Yeah, it was something we talked about. We weren't sure who we were going to see. When you look at their pitching stats, it's kind of Hensley and then kind of a jumbled mess after that. So we knew we'd see. I told people we were going to see 3 arms. I just didn't know which 3. I thought we'd see Chester and McKee. I wasn't sure if it'd be Tickner or Doherty or both. So they were more wild than I thought. I thought they'd throw more strikes, but we were aggressive with strikes, but we weren't chasing stuff tonight. I thought we did a nice job showing patience when we needed to as well.
And Tyler Rebuff, I think 6 strikeouts, maybe 7. Gave up 4 hits, no walks.
Yeah, he pitched well, very, very well. He's a competitor. You put Tyler in any situation, whether it's a wiffle ball game in the spring or he's playing any other sport. He's a fierce competitor, and that's what you have to have in those situations. I know he struck out looking, and he doesn't strike out very often. And a little worried that he'd take it out to the mound, and he shook it off fine. We came back, and he bounced back. You could just tell in the 7th inning he had that look. He wasn't gonna let us go down, and they got that ground ball back to him. Knew right away what we were going to do with it. We had just talked on the mound at the coaches at my timeout and said, "Hey, this kid's going to roll a ground ball over. Let's turn 2 somehow." And sure enough, there it was. So very happy with the way Tyler threw.
Well, and talk about the double play a little bit more. That was a key changing of the momentum in that 7th inning.
They had got a leadoff runner on a 2-strike hit. Tyler wasn't very happy with his curveball, and I went out there and he goes, "Hey, leave me in." I said, "I'm not even thinking about taking you out right now." I said, "This kid's hit a lot of ground balls. Pitch him away. Let him roll one over." I don't know where the pitch location was exactly, but he hit a ground ball right back to Tyler, and his head's always in the game. He knew where to go, and Josh was ready to turn it at second, had a nice turn, and we got a huge double play there to have 2 outs, nobody on with their 8-9 hole looming.
So last year he was like 1-7. This year he's 6-1, and his earned run average is over 4 runs lower. What's been the difference?
Just growth and development. We're all back. He's a freshman last year. He's bigger, stronger. He's a kid that's going to keep getting bigger, keep getting stronger, keep getting better. So that's exciting to think about, considering he's a sophomore. And the defense behind him got better. We cut down our walks is the big thing. As a whole staff, we cut down our walks. Our strikeout to walk ratio was better this year, way better this year. And that's a key in high school baseball. You just can't get up free passes. And the less stress you have to put on your defense, the more strikeouts you can get, the better you're going to be in the long run.
Proximity-wise, you've got some familiarity with each of these next 2 teams. Give me a comment both ways, whether it's Coon Rapids Bay or Dorix IREHK.
No, they're pretty similar. They're not going to beat themselves. They're fundamentally sound. They've got numerous pitchers. They're going to throw strikes. They're going to field the ball. You're going to have to beat them because they're not going to beat themselves. And that's kind of I don't know who's going to throw tonight for them, so I don't know who to think about for Saturday, but it could be the kids that threw the other night. So I would imagine Esdor and Hansen, 2 really good pitchers, would be available. Whether they'll start or not, I don't know. But even beyond that, you've got Partridge and Amaral, and you've got the McAllister kid, you've got the Riley kid. They both have several key top arms, and at the plate they're going to be a tough out. And in the field they're going to be fundamentally sound because Coach Waddle and Coach Peterson and all the wins they've accumulated, they're going to be prepared.
Well, Coach, you got a lot of media here wants to get some of your wisdom, so I'll call it good here. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Bennett.